Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Motomain Dan, and today we're going to be talking about Bloons Tower Defense Battles 2. Now, if you watched the previous video, literally the video uploaded the day before this one, we talked about Bloons Tower Defense Battles, the first one. This is the second one. It's a little different, but pretty much we're going to have the same... We're going to have the same ratings. Yeah. Okay. First one, Towers, 10 out of 10. Just like all the rest of the Bloons franchise, it's great. You have a lot of variety, a lot of options. They have a good amount of synergy, maybe even a little bit more synergy with Bloons Tower Defense Battles 2, because you have heroes and some heroes have synergies with certain towers. So that could always impact what you pick. Like Oben has magic monkeys. In this game, Adora has super monkeys, that sort of thing. So... yeah, towers are great. For the enemies, we have an 8 out of 10, just like all the other ones. Good design. There's no, you can't route enemies or anything, and there's no special enemies to jump over your defenses or to disable traps or anything. They just literally just balloons that go on a track. That's it. So nothing super special, but they have a good design, and they act as sort of like a Roman or a Russian nesting doll, I think. Where one balloon becomes a different balloon. You pop it, a smaller version, and a smaller version, and a smaller version. But then you have duplicates, and you have regrows, and you have camos, and you have leads, and ceramics, and Moabs, and so there's specialty balloons, but they don't necessarily do anything special. So, it gets an 8 out of 10. For progression, it's a 3 out of 10. There's really not a lot of progression. The progression is based on how well you do in this game. In the first one, you got trophies that you could then gamble or spend when you got to higher tiers, and the higher tiers were higher trophies. This one, it's a little different. This one you do get trophies, but it's brackets. So like you can't necessarily drop down, I think, whenever you fail a bunch. As soon as you get into a bracket, you'll stay there. Almost like maybe more of like a league or an elo, and less of just like just a number representing your general strength in the game. But there's no actual linear progression like you would normally see in a tower defense game. So progression 3 out of 10. For the special enemies, it's a 0 out of 10. There's none. No bosses, no special enemies, nothing like that. Resources 8 out of 10. You do get plenty of generation from things, to include the unique generation of the income per round, but you already get income per round usually for tower defense games in general anyways. So what this is missing is income from popping balloons, which I guess technically you get that with the engineer monkey and his balloon trap, which you didn't have in the first game, sure. But you have him in this game. So balloon trap, I guess technically, yes, you do have that, but it's kind of a money-making ability on its own. It doesn't actually make money when you pop the balloons. It just makes money after all the balloons have entered the trap. Then the trap becomes full. The trap itself makes the money, not the balloons. So resources, 8 out of 10. The micro pacing is a 10 out of 10. With this one, you can place towers with your hotkeys, and you can, I believe, use abilities with hotkeys as well. Maybe you can upgrade with all the hotkeys. And you can send balloons out with all the hotkeys as well. So everything's on hotkeys. And sending balloons out with the hotkeys is super, super nice. Okay. Let's talk about the macro play. The macro play is 8 out of 10 because you'll always start with a hero. Typically, you'll have those abilities pretty early on to drop. And then you also have the monkey boosts with the balloon boost and the monkey boosts as well that you can use from the very get-go. So... It's a bit more macro than BTD 1 or BTD Battles 1, but still not a lot. It's an 8 out of 10, so not bad. Map design 10 out of 10, of course. They're all unique, and yes, you may have some that are more of your favorites, some that may take a little longer or allow you to build into your gameplay style, but your opponent can always reroll whatever you land on. So if you don't get something you like, I mean, you're eventually gonna play every map, and I think the map design is great for player versus player. For the strategy to combat ratio, 10 out of 10 pure strategy, no combat. So there you go. Your replayability, 10 out of 10. Can't get anything better than that. You're literally just playing somebody else and sending balloons out and working on your defenses and doing different strategies to try to win. I mean, you can play this for years, honestly. Like it's a good game. And then lastly, the price, 10 out of 10. It's free. It's totally free. So, that being said, with all the little differences, it's a little bit higher of a total than Bloons Tower Defense Battles 1. With that had 83 out of 100. This Bloons Tower Defense Battles 2 has 87 out of 100, which takes this to the S tier. And if you like the video, don't forget to leave a like. If you have any thoughts on BTD Battles 2, let me know in the comments below on how tower defense you think it is, or if you just like the game. If you play it, let me know what rank you got to. That sort of thing. And if you're wanting to see more videos like this covering other tower defense games, we will play all of them. Don't forget to subscribe, so that way you can go back to my channel and watch the other videos that we review, the other games that we review. That being said, guys, I will catch you on the flip side. Deuces.